America's election headquarters.
Welcome back, everyone. The next time you hear a politician say they're creating green jobs, just remember this.
Do garbage men have green jobs?
Yes.
Does the teenage kid who works full-time at a used record shop count?
Yes.
Wouldn't an oil lobbyist count as having a green job if they are engaged in advocacy related to environmental issues?
Yes.
And that admission makes the number of green jobs created look even worse when you realize that's the category. Here to react, Tennessee Congressman Scott DesJarlais. Congressman, welcome. Were you surprised by those answers?
Yes, a little bit. It seems harder and harder to categorize what exactly a green job is.
I mean, with that, I'm still trying to figure it out. The kid who's working at the record shop, why is that a green job? Because you're throwing away old LPs? I mean, I don't know. They're recyclable?
Right, I guess if you're a plumber, it's a green job. If you move porta potties, it's a green job. If you drive electric bus, it's a green job. So it's just a myriad of things that become very confusing and hard to count.
So when the Department of Labor comes up with statistics at like they did in 2010 and say there were 3 million green jobs created, not only do we have to wonder where those jobs came from, we have to wonder what the criteria is. Do you not trust those numbers?
Well, I'm very leery of the numbers. The one thing that we keep looking at is these shifting unemployment numbers. Is it 8.7? Is it 8.1? Is it 8.2? And really, the American people are really looking hard at these numbers because you can't look at a poll that doesn't say the number one thing on voters' mind is jobs in the economy. So at the very least, the American people deserve the facts when it comes to the actual job numbers. Job creators look at these numbers in making their investments, and clearly it seems like there seems to be discrepancies on what the numbers actually are.
And most importantly, coming up in November, voters look at the unemployment number to decide which name they tick off, either Romney or Obama. So this green job discussion that you're having is really just the tip of the iceberg, right? I mean, what you're really concerned about is how these numbers have come out in the last couple of months, the unemployment numbers, and then they look pretty good. Then they're revised later on, and you're wondering why is that happening? Because that really doesn't get any press when they're revised on the downward side, right?
That's right, Gretchen. And, really, if you want to look at employment, why don't we look at the employment rate? Employment rate is at one of the lowest in the past 30 years. It's somewhere around 63% of people that are actually employed. So if we look at a number of 8 or 8.2 or 8.4, what happens to those 26, 28% in between that aren't really being counted anymore? Are they underemployed? Are they, just not looking? And so it's clear to see the numbers could be skewed. But if you actually looked at Americans who are employed, maybe that would be a better barometer.
Right, and so you're really concerned, too, that Department of Labor statistics, there might be a lack of integrity there, and that's what you're examining. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Coming up on Fox and Friends, did you know this?